talk about anger. Anger seems to be everywhere. We get mad surfing social media, at our friends, on the way to work. Why are you so slow? But more than anything, we get mad at people who do not share our political views. Thanks to Facebook and presumably other social media platforms that prioritize anger over other emotions. Being angry is stressful. Our heart rate and blood pressure increase, and a variety of other physiological and psychological processes that when they happen regularly, that can do real damage to your body. It's not a good thing. Okay, let's get to it. The worst thing people do when they're mad is ruminate. They think about it over and over. What had happened, what should have happened, the injustice of it, the unfairness, the meanness. We sit there and stop. You want to avoid rumination like the plague. Remember the previous video about awareness. That's why awareness is so important. Okay, so here's what you do when you get mad. The first thing you need to do is forgive. This is the editor speaking. I know what you're thinking. It's like, really? That's what this video is about? Forgiveness? No, it's not about getting an apology. The point is you forgive automatically because you're making certain assumptions that I talk about. So, he's gonna do something here. The first thing you need to do is forgive. Talk about it with the other person and listen. Try to understand their side of the story, what had happened, what they meant, what they tried to convey. Reframe. Assume misunderstanding, not malice. Most people do not want to deliberately hurt you or generally create conflict. Second, assume most people are doing the best they can with what they have, with what they know. Most people are trying to make the best decisions, communicate their best ideas. They act in ways that they believe are appropriate. People are different from you. Their expectations, their values, what they think is right might not be the same. They are different from you and they're doing the best they can with what they know. Next, you want to always remember that people do, say, behave in ways that they do not mean when they are stressed or tired or hungry. Find compassion and consider how little you know about this other person and what they're going through. This is particularly important at work. And finally, be humble. Realize that there is a possibility that you are wrong. Ouch. The second important thing you need to do is forget. Whichever strategy you use to help you forgive, and I honestly apply all of those things, you want to ultimately forget it. It's now your job to let it go. No one owes you anything. I encourage you to let go of the notion that somebody owes you an apology. You need to forgive for the reasons I mentioned. You don't need them to apologize. And I want you to keep in mind that not everybody knows how to do it. And those who do apologize often don't provide the kind of apology that expresses genuine understanding and lesson learned and an acknowledgement and validation of the other person's emotion. Not everybody knows how to do it, so just forget it. It's up to you to forgive and it's up to you to forget. It happened and now it's in the past. It has no power over you and it should not have any permanence in your relationship. True forgiveness leads to genuine, authentic resolution, true healing, no record keeping. I'm talking about these day-to-day arguments and these situations with our friends and family where we're having frictions and misunderstandings, or with our coworker, things that there's no reason to remember. There is no significant lesson to learn from where this is feasible and healthy to do. Anger starts with this slow simmer of irritability and mild annoyance and frustration. It's in these early stages that you have the most control. When you just start sensing you're getting angry, start applying forgiving and forgetting right then. Keep in mind, you can apply forgiveness before you talk to anybody. So when you approach that other person, you approach them with an open heart, an open mind, and you are actually able to hear them out. Never try to resolve a conflict while you're angry, because we can't hear anybody when we're mad, hearing our own heartbeat. So if you're already angry, walk away physically and mentally. Forgiving and forgetting is really hard. The more you'll do it, the faster you'll be, until one day you'll wake up in the morning, you start feeling these moments of anger start simmering in your body, and you'll just go, thank you to my Patreon supporters. subscribers. You're making a big difference, and you get to see bloopers, behind the scenes. If you check the link below, you can look at my Patreon page. Help push this taffy train forward.